Hi, sorry about that. I was rushing to get everything done at the last minute. Boo hoo! Boo! You, how you doing? You doing good? Welcome back to Low Energy Videos on a drinking stream where I already pregame by 4 pints. It's your boy, Low Energy, also known as he who comes with the Dorn, and other memes. I am here today to get drunk and watch some hot button topic drama floating around. And to underline it, I need to stress this enough. This shit ain't all that big in the normie sphere. But even big outlets like Daily Mail and all the big React channels, they've all been covering it. And they should, because she's kind of a big deal, and it was. I see this as the end of a long road for Elisa. We'll have non-Elisa stuff too. I actually found a lot of interesting shit. But we're gonna watch the whole thing. May the Dorn arise. He who comes with the Dorn. I got your Mac, but there's no cheese. Memes and in-jokes for 1,000 years. Let's talk about chilling, shall we? Yes. All right, let's keep it simple and straight so I can focus on what matters. Testing this WKDX. It's gold. The other one was a different color. I didn't like it, but I haven't tried this one, so maybe. All right, first things first, like, share, and subscribe. We've been getting a little bit of traction. Nice to see that. Nice to see that indeed. Number 2, we have a stream goal. Anything given, greatly appreciated. I have here a bottle of Fireball. Didn't even know, I came back so quick, I didn't even have time to plop it onto the into the fridge. But shots for donos. 5 or more. No. I need to see Google took the YouTube premium money out. So any dono, I'm gonna do a shot. Beyond that, I got cider, I got crisps, I got bagels, and I have this WKD, which I'm gonna try now. Want to tell you about the remainder of the things you can do by looking into the description. Number 1, Twitter. Number 2, if you are so inclined, join our Discord. Number 3, if you are so inclined, don't forget the magic, the wonder, the mystery of the watch party over on Twitch. We have just finished a Winter Palace in Dragon Age Inquisition, which, if you know, Dragon Age Inquisition is a big deal. We are now in the final game, and I underline that because while there's tons of stuff to do on the battle board, that's not the game, is it? The game is me constantly swinging at an enemy as a little dwarf man and doing that little run. Join us. But once it's done, the the floodgates will have smashed open, and all the other games we have not finished, and a few that we haven't even started yet, will begin to flow. Um, Plus, if you subscribe to us, not just follow, though any follow would be greatly appreciated, for we are only 20 away from 100. Hell yeah. But if you subscribe, you will get access to the only paywall that we have, which is the watch party. Now, I had to change it today because my date on Friday asked me to change to Saturday.
Speaking of old memes, it's time for some
Fireball Z, baby. We got our first. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much there for the €5. If you join the watch party, you get to partake in the last 2 episodes of Avatar, and then in April, my choice, and I'm keeping it hidden to anyone who is not a part of our elite group. Simply renew your subscription or become a subscriber. Plus, if you become a subscriber, you get to choose what next month's is. There's a lot going on. Was that everything? No, weekend. Bearded Ramblings here. Luca and Burnt Toast will be making their return. Now I think that. And in the next 48 hours, I'm gonna put up a video. There. That's it. There. Now I'm done. Now we can get into it. How are you, chat? How are you doing? Let us start with a classic, shall we? To you, Billy boy. Muscadoon! Ooh, so smooth. Ooh, yeah. No sitting where like, because I got 4 pints down me. And because it's Fireball, it's quite pleasant. Let's find out if this is. Contains caffeine, taurine, and guarana. Let's find this shit out, shall we? The proof is 7%, so it's got a smidge of a kick to it. Just a smidge. Better than any of the beer I was drinking prior. Bubblegum. I wasn't expecting that. All right. The other one I didn't like, I think it was a red can. But gold can isn't terrible. Hmm? Okay. All right. It's like a watered down version of the gold can for Four Loco. If you've had Four Loco Gold, knock off 3% and you have WKD. Who puts taurine in with an alcoholic beverage though? That's like adding that's adding Red Bull and vodka. Like it's not great for your heart, and it's also redundant. The two cancel each other out. Like a true Donyar. Dinor. I am very much up for hearing if Dinor is still alive or dead because I worry about Dinor. Because Dino wasn't young when DP broke up, and I stopped watching Deep Fat Fried about maybe 2 years into their reboot. Last I heard, Dino was safe and sound, getting on in years as we all are, but other than that, fine. I want that to stay the same. Now, one day, sadly, we will hear Dino will pass, just like um, Itchy, just like David Attenborough. But that's life. All things come to an end, but not yet. You know, uh, uh, if Gage was here, he'd get this reference. Not yet. Not yet. No, you have to say it like not yet. There you go. You have to, you know. So we're here today. I had to tell a normie who the fuck this woman was. I had to ask them, do you know who Howard Stern is? No. Do you know who Andy Dick is? No. You know who Ice Poseidon is? No. I was it was an uphill battle. Um yeah. Also, I had someone in real life offer me um Twitch views and subs the same way that people who do it like online, like, hey, I can increase your channel flow. And I'm like, yeah, no, thanks. I'd prefer to have it naturally. And just to underline it, just in case we're on the same wavelength, but in different directions, I was like, yeah, so I see that as sort of like crypto, as in a big scam. And that was the end of that conversation. By the way, last time I was doing shots was actually this time last week, and it hit my throat. We were doing beers and shots up in Duns. If you know Feel Good from the Discord, we went out on a pub crawl that resulted in one pub, but a lot of money spent. Um, which is fine. I mean, I knew I was going to spend that much money on booze anyway, booze and food. I just thought maybe to spread it around, give a wider thing. But I had a great time there. But at one point, rather than me not having too much to drink, my gag reflex went in. So I went into the bathroom, was like, I threw it all back up. But there's, like I've said this before, there's two different ways of getting drunk sick drunk. Um, One is I've had too much. No, no, I wasn't there yet, and I didn't get there that night. What I did do, because afterwards I washed my mouth out heavily and I made sure there was nothing in my beard. Because ew, ew. I've had to deal with people like that before. I am too paranoid. You see me constantly working my beard. Um, I The other one, of course, is the sort of like, uh-oh. That's when you throw it out. That was the last time I had Fireball. And I have a whole bottle here. Now, hindsight is going to be a bitch, but I am going to make this claim right now. I'll be fine. I'll be fine with this, the 4 pints in me, and 8 cans of fucking cider. Oh, no skis. Oh, no skis. Not. Accumulating shots quickly and not letting them catch up was always what did me in. And not letting them catch up? Wait, let me read that again. Accumulating shots quickly. Yes, yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I said this. You've seen me on both sides of this argument. You've seen me go like, "Hey, I'm gonna have a bunch of shots really quickly," and I've ended up being like, low energy. Like, share, subscribe." And on the other end of the spectrum, I've been like, shot 3 hours later, shot 3 hours later, shot. No, you need to get it as to this perfect medium as possible. But you can't let it get too perfect, because if it gets too perfect, it goes in the opposite direction. But anyway, we're here to talk about Elisa Jordana. We're not here to talk about my chronic alcohol addiction. Yeah, not catch up properly. Yeah, you need time to kind of vent. Near the end of a night, if you're a live streamer, you're doing shots for donos, like the bigger streamers would be dead. Imagine if Charlie did like $5 shot for donos. The motherfucker could do $500 shot for donos and he'd still be floored. And he's not a lightweight. He would just get that much traction. Me, a $5 dono kind of sets the tone, but the thing is, like I said, Google took their pound of flesh, so we don't have to worry about ads. So you helped out there. Um. Anyway, let's talk about Elisa Jordana. Quick thing for anyone who doesn't know who she is: Howard Stern show got her start there. Kermit and Friends would get in live calls, IRL streams, wandering around, being very predatory and very disingenuous. She's a walking sex doll. She also has the ego of a walking sex doll, aka you mean nothing to me as I mean nothing to you. Except she needs to eat and sleep, unlike a sex doll, so she needs money. So what does she do? She gets a bunch of guys. She gets a bunch of guys who think that they are in a relationship with her. Sometimes that might even be true for a little bit. But I'm not a hardcore Elisa fan. She just put me off because of her fakeness, her plasticness. She can be best described as the worst elements of the pay pig community because she aims towards people who at times genuinely believe what she's saying. The problem is, this stream showed what I always fucking knew, that she is not mentally sane herself. She is actively LARPing too close to the sun, for lack of better terms. She honestly believes half the shit that she says. I've always knew this. Other streamers, such as Scoot, for example, have called me out on this. Bull fucking shit. Vindication Nation. No one who is hiding in a bathroom while a tweaker is banging on a door is having while they're desperately calling the police is in control of their fucking streams. All right? She is having a bad time because she doesn't know how to turn off. And over the next 2 hours of a stream, we're going to see it. Somehow stomach sleeping with Stuttering John. I'm thinking, how did Spartan work out? Spartan was so much of a tweaker and an aggressive one at that. They never fucked, as far as I'm aware, they never fucked. Maybe they did, but he would just lunge at her and make these incredibly. Here's the thing: Spartan would make threats and then follow up on them because he had nothing else in his life. Of course, he was going to grab on a bus and come down to see her. And then there's the stuff with Andy Dick. Andy and her are never fucked because Andy doesn't get it up to anything that's got a pair of tits and is over the age of 25. Let's say it like that. But they played it up because IP2 and all that shit, right? Like they're going to be actors and they're going to act it out. Problem is, Andy is currently most likely on the floor going "Bah, ah, vodka," and she has a mugshot. I think she was released on bail, but I know she made her apology. I haven't seen the apology. But listen, I've been making a lot of claims and shouts and let it all out. Let's see. It's gonna be a long stream, so buckle in and don't worry, we will jump around. Oh, honey, you think that's gonna stop you? You think this is gonna stop you from getting seen? Baby, one more proof that she is not in control of her fucking life. But I am. Because too many people, by the way, guys, I do ask you now, is there any backups?
It's baffling how common it is for people to live stream their most embarrassing moments on purpose. They're filming their own lowlights, their own worst ofs for the montage of shame. Things
Yeah.
most people would want buried forever, they are proud.
Now, the thing with Charlie is that Charlie is taking it too much at face value, but he's also 100% right here. She is actively like she's fucking herself up. And it's true with all the IP2 people. Captain Content, I've never seen him look more depressed. Gucci's has dropped off the face of the earth. I know Chicken Andy, Andy Dick's finest toy boy, wanted to end recently. I know JJ occasionally streams, but he seems to stop too. It's like if you were a part of the IP2 crowd. Oh, and of course, Blade. Oh, let's not forget about Blade.
With a smile on their face broadcasting to their audience for content. Today, an extremely trashy stream clip has gone viral with a streamer named Elisa Jordana firing up a
He doesn't know the lore, and in this regard, that's fair because like, how many Americans still actively engage in the Howard Stern show? Like, I knew that Howard Stern, Letterman, and for a little while, what's his name? Crazy mother, Alex Jones, was like the shows you'd listen to. They weren't even podcasts, they were radio shows. And then, see, and hell, all of them also ended up on screen. But they all shifted, they all changed, except for Howard Stern, who has gotten a whole lot more, I suppose, less edgy. So this era of Howard Stern is finished. But what do you do with all that era of Howard Stern? What do you do with Tequila? Well, you just let them out into the wild and hope they're okay. They're not okay. Tila is most likely shitting in a bucket and then thinking it's Jesus right now.
live stream after learning that her boyfriend has been cheating on her. I'm going to go through most of what happens in the stream, but the clip everyone's seen, which we'll get to towards the end, is at the very end of the stream. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes. She gets her boyfriend in the car, and then she starts.
I did actually royally fuck it up, though. I should have downloaded the clip.
attacking him while she's driving. So she
But at
starts
this point,
physically
we've seen
hitting him.
it.
And then she hits him very hard in the nose, like a full-blown strike to the nose, like a fucking monk's palm strike to his nose. It was quite a
He's
wallop.
done
Like if she was
worse with
playing
other
that
people
boxing
too.
bag game that you see at bars where it measures your punch and it like grades your force up to 999, she probably would have scored like a 700 with that strike. So it definitely could have caused some damage. She
I'll
threatens to
actually
kill him,
bump
and then
him
she
up a
continues to
little.
escalate it. She grabs on his ear and starts pulling on it, and then he starts fighting back. So he starts fighting her. He starts yanking on her hair, telling her to stop the car, and she does stop the car. He continues yanking and pulling on her. She gets out of the car. He gets out.
Yeah, which is weird because he hung out with, and I shit you not, Mike Nelson from Mystery Science Theater. He knows his older school shit. He's hung out with hell, he hung out with Ordinary Sausage at one point. And he even hung out with, he knows who Cobes is. It's just that he doesn't keep up with that. To him, it was a passing fancy. What did I say in Cyberpunk? Fucking tourist. He was a tourist. He showed up, he looked at it, he used what he could for clout, and then he went on to greener and, more importantly, more algorithm okay pastures. In that regard, I cannot hold him against it. Like, I cannot hold, like, the numbers that Cubs make are pretty fucking staggering until you realize they are the drop of the buckets compared to one of his streams where he's just handing out money, or a Mr. Beast, or PewDiePie even on a boring day.
The car, chases her down, and then he gets
It's
back in the car and
all
turns the
about
stream off.
content.
Without a doubt, one of the worst live streams I can think of in recent memory.
Fucking
It's
low
hard
down
to watch. It's
totem
awful.
pole.
It's crimes. Like you're watching
Not
crimes.
the lowest, but we can sniff it. We can still kind of pick it up in our nostrils. The lowest of the low streamers, the motherfuckers who get like 0 views every stream. They might get maybe 20 people popping in, and most of them will be bots. But here's the thing, that's how you used to get started. More power to them. Like, don't forget H3H3, which now is kind of discredited, but back in the day had like a huge fucking following, and still kind of do. They didn't have 1,000 subscribers for up to like 4 years.
He lied so much to me.
For JonTron.
He lied so much to me. And he lied, and he told her I'm just like a streamer, and it was just an investment. And like the whole time he was talking to me, he was talking to her. The whole time.
See how she's saying it and looking right at the camera?
Gadzooks, what in the fuck would possibly possess you to want to start a live stream after learning something so heavy? That makes no sense. How poisoned must your brain be to possibly come up with an idea like this? Learning that you're...
Alright. That's Elisa Jordana. Yes? Yes? Hello? There we are. Don't worry, Cubs, we'll get to you. Wait, what? Oh no! Another one? No, you fucking tools. It's a real thing. There's a shooting in Philly. Fuck. A Ramadan celebration, of course. I'm going to be about 8 blocks down from that building there in September during an Eid event, West Philadelphia tonight. Multiple people shot during the end of Ramadan event. Arrested, multiple guns recovered. Sound like, yeah, it doesn't say how many people killed. Oh, and these people say injured. Okay. Oh, it was a fucking gang fight? These people are saying it was a gang fight. 2 groups exchanged gunfire on the street. Alright, I guess it's too early yet. Everyone's having their piece on it, and here I am coming too late in the... Here.
Discord link's in the description of the video. Yeah. And then you can see how he's like buying burkas for people and saying, oh, like, same shit, same sentences. Exact sentences. Like, I think he copies and pastes them. Different people, and I knew he was doing that. He's so unoriginal and boring. Oh, here's Sarah.
She looks... Alright, she gotten like ejections into her lips like a few days prior. I have nothing to say on that shooting thing because like the rest of you, I ain't got a fucking clue. I hope not many people died. If people died. Fucking America for you, you know?
Oh my god, yay! Hello? Hello?
Yeah, she was like getting in her lips injected like up to a few days ago in like some random person's bathroom. I've never liked that in a woman. Like the plastic side of it, that started really coming in the 80s. I just, if a woman generally looks at her body and wants to do that to herself, more power to her. But just like I don't like Eugenia Cooney or fucking Chantel Foodie Beauty, I don't like this. If you want to take your bodies to that level of extreme, fine. But you look like you've got Cobes' lips. And Cobes' lips, we call fish lips for a reason, because they look like fish lips. Like, they don't make them look erotic. I always remember the only time I ever got my teeth whitened, he had to do a cast of my teeth. So as he was lining up my teeth, he was telling me about, believe it or not, another patient. He also did Botox. She wanted bigger lips. And she needed it done today. He couldn't. He had 5, 6, 7, 8 other people he had to do. As he was doing it, he was just gossiping about this random other woman. And I just felt really kind of like, dude, are you sure you should be saying this? But of course, my mouth was open, like, I still remember the taste of the gel they gave. Christ. Yeah. But, like, he said, like, her lips, he said they were the size of a baboon's ass.
So this is a video of Elisa Jordana lecturing her special needs adult son.
He looks like John Morgan after a really bad raw blade shave. After some suntan. Not after he got some sunburn. Thank you, by the way. He looks just so disappointed. Is he the one who gave her $2 million? Because someone gave her $2 million and he didn't like end up fucking her even. Like to say pay pig is one thing. This is like so fucked up. Almost as much as me having to get up to pee. But beforehand, here, in reference to our Skyrim shenanigans. Whoops. We have to focus more, Lev. Chumbawamba. I call putting it through customs when I put it in my mouth and just let it settle there until my stomach's ready. Yeah, got it. All right. Ugh. Black it indeed. I appreciate it. She does look like, did you have fun day? Did you have a fun day in like fucking like Little League or something? No. The coach said it wasn't very good. Well, did you try?
Who are you?
There we go.
Hi. Thanks so much for calling.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you great. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you great.
Hear that?
Thank you so much.
Hear that? The time.
Tears of Joy donated $5. You're no angel, Elisa.
Oh, she's not.
What's going on?
I'd love to hear from your side what's going on.
So what's going on from my side? I have all your nudes. I'm gonna text them to you so you can see what Bahram Alipur is sending of women.
You play with them
pictures,
balls
and I'm gonna text you what he's texting me as well.
Doesn't she sound amazing?
Like 6 months of texts of your nudes and different sentences.
So you're probably wondering, like, a lot of people are wondering, like, where's my interest into it? Like a lot of IP2 fans, I was interested in her to see where the fuck she was going. But I honestly thought at one point of getting her on the channel. But then I saw her on Drunken Peasants, and Elisa goes for the good every time. She's like the anti Janie Bell. Janie Bell will call you out for things she doesn't like what you do right then and there. Elisa will let you on her, will come on your show. I'll be nice. And then there'll be these little tiny jabs she does throughout the whole fucking thing. Because up to getting to know you, she will she will get to know you, but she will make it on a list in her head, and then she'll go for you. This woman is a cunt. She is a pure cunt, but she is also she's too far into the bit now. This isn't the first time the police were called, by far. But if you have to have the police called once, something went wrong. The police have been called numerous times. I always remember when Spartan was there at that diner, and she's in the fucking the bathroom calling the police for a wellness check. Like, IP2 cursed everyone, but they cursed them not with something, but rather they pulled everyone together who are curses to themselves and each other. Just look in the Captain Content's eyes now and tell me that he's living his best life with no regrets. That man looks like he's been in the trenches for 3 years. His eyes just look sad. Actually, I genuinely feel sorry for the motherfucker.
Sir, I'm sorry about this.
Don't talk. Don't fucking talk.
I don't feel sorry for this
Yes,
motherfucker.
sir, I'm really sorry about this and sending him your way.
Elisa.
She just like almost broke my nose. She's gonna get arrested.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Fuck you, cunt. Next time you fucking touch me, I'll fucking dick you. You understand? You understand, cunt? Hey, no, Sarah, hang up. These idiots. She posted your fucking number in her cancer Discord, and I was just being polite.
Elisa?
Yeah. No, so Bahram, how do you pronounce it? Do you know? I don't know.
Shut the fuck up, cunt. Hey,
so,
cunt.
so I'm gonna text you your nudes that he sent me and
Right.
what he wrote about you. He said you're a dumb Mexican that he doesn't even like. Just
Sure.
how he said.
I remember one thing Charlie brought up that is true. The amount of fucking racism on the goddamn chat is insane. That's why I absolutely laughed, because Charlie isn't used to that element of YouTube anymore. It's like, I love Casey Tron. I want to see her fucking deal with the worst scum of humanity, not in an established setting like, say, an Overwatch server. Because she does. But then she's like, oh no. Oh no. How can you do this? How can you say that as a woman? I'm offended. Fuck you, femoid. There's like an incel on the other hand screaming their head off. But Casey did IRL streams for a long time. And not all of them went the way that she wanted them to. Like, with Lisa, when she gets her hair pulled, she's looking right at the chat. This is kind of what she wanted. She just didn't realize there would be consequences of getting what she wanted. And this is what I get so angry at when I hear people say, oh, she's the master manipulator. No, she's fucking not. She is just going balls deep into the worst elements of online streaming. Because if you stream it, they will come. I'm proof of that. But there's so much fucking, like, filth. And I mean filth out there. And I'm not talking about Jared, who in his last video he put out, which we can look at, he just outright said he thinks that if you're going to support the pride flag, the P needs to be included in that. The P, of course, standing for pedophile, because I'm tiny, I don't need to fucking hide the word. Like, I think he needs to go. Like, from this planet, or at least from the internet. I have to go. My planet needs me. I don't want to see what Jared's planet's like, Jesus. But that's filth. This is filth in a different way. Because Elisa's always snagging up these the most pathetic and desperate and lonely guys. Trumpster Bob thought he was fucking, not fucking, but had sex with, or was gonna have sex, sorry, with Elisa Jordana. It didn't happen. Why? Because he's Trumpster Bob. And she doesn't want to have sex with him. Just like the, what's his name? The African princess he's married to right now, who's just having money sent to her. But she also wrangles up guys who need to be on watch lists or committed. Shit happens in reverse too, love. You shouldn't shit if you don't want to have to deal with shit.
Sarah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, touch me and I fucking deck your dumbass.
See that? See where he's flinching. Like, of course he's flinching. He was just physically attacked.
Bitch, I'll fucking deck you.
Elisa.
Yes?
As a woman,
the dumb cunt, Sarah, the dumb retard in the middle of the street.
She's a horrible person. She's completely welcome on my show, but I'm going to stare her right in the eye. You're a horrible person.
Oh, yeah?
In the middle of the street.
I've always thought you were a horrible person.
You were a kid when you were 16, that's what he told me about you.
Yeah,
and he said you're a dumb Mexican.
I said she's a dumb
Mexican.
Mexican.
You keep showing up. And he says you won't stop texting him, but I saw the
Mexican.
Yeah, what's up?
She's half your age. She's half your age.
Delete the number.
Nope. Oh, she's happy. There he is. Once he goes to the face, that's it. He's done. There's some arguments to be made that the hair pull that's gonna go on is a little bit too long.
Pull over, dumb.
Yeah, we're done.
I'll stop.
You see, she doesn't understand what consequence. I'm actually muting this because triggering and shit. But look at this. Look at her eyes. There's a point where she's like right looking at the camera. Now here's the thing. He walked away. She got. There we are. There it is. Almost skipping you. There it is. She was doing this for the reactions, and she got them. He's a piece of shit. She always been a piece of shit. He had enough of it. I'm not so deep in the lore. Maybe someone can fill me in on it. But who is this woman? Just as for Elisa. I say we put Shani, Rev, Cyrax, and Jared in the space shuttle and send them into space. Yeah, one-way fucking trip. It sets up the events of System Shock 2. 20 years later, we crashed on Tau Ceti 5. Hi, Chocho Mo. Justice. So here's the thing. I don't know who this guy is. I might have seen him in the background. I'm not as deep in the lore as I used to be, and I was never that deep into Elisa's anything really. But who, what, how, and where? Like, is this the motherfucker that gave her 2 million? Have they fucked? Is he mentally well? Probably not. If I remember right, Lisa has released a statement, but he wasn't charged. He was allowed to go because they said he was acting in self-defense. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know these deets, but other people who are interested might be able to fill me in. I used to watch her live streams on and off. Like I said, I hope to eventually get her on the show, but after the whole Minnie Manson debacle, yeah, I kind of dropped that in a hurry. And I know a lot of people who like hung out with her are coming out in the woodworks and being like, "Hey," or "that poor bitch," or "she's very pretty." I know everyone's doing their own thing, but I'm over here going, yeah, this was bound to happen. I'm actually surprised it didn't happen prior. I'm surprised it happened with that Spartan motherfucker or the guy who was, or Andy Dick. Because Andy Dick sexually assaulted people. I'll always stand by that one. I will always stand by the fact of what he did to JJ, because JJ is not mentally capable of fucking playing along with his fucking script. But especially because who wants to be done as a potential sexual like abuser? Who wants that on their Tinder profile? You know? Hi, I'm Andy Dick. I used to be in TV and I had a few guest spots on SNL. Also, I grabbed the ass of a mentally challenged guy live on stream. No! Who wants that? Why would anyone want it? Very strange. Bad idea, Portly. Crazy things happen in space. The All Might Amanglate. Yes! Yeah. Or like Dead Space. That's the birth of the brother moon. All our worst sins coming back to haunt us. Right. Anyway. So he kind of like, what's he trying to do? Like, he's just, yeah, they didn't even have it in park, did they? Fuck. And her rushing to the nearest guy. I will say this, I've been someone who's been like sitting around suddenly, oh my god, you have to help me, from a woman who almost certainly did something wrong because another woman came along and started screeching at her, and then two more. This was in Tara Street Station. I had no idea he's killing her. I don't think he has the means or the intent to kill her. I think he's fucking done with her, though. At least at this point, I guarantee you he's already slid. Apparently, they're still contacting each other in Discord. Yeah, she's like so. Like, she thinks that because she's the woman. Ladies, here's the thing. If you are a woman and you fucked up, you looking to a man to help you is not the best outcome. Ladies, you are constantly under threat by men. Look to other men to help you. This is not the best outcome. Do you see the problem in modern day society? Like, A few days ago, I was chatting with this girl, and I brought up the fact that a lot of conservative white women who listen to all those like crime and investigation podcasts are always worried that every 5 seconds, like a brown man's going to break down their door and rape them. And she thought it was a fetish thing rather than me pointing out it's a paranoia thing. And while it resolved itself well, very well, in fact, it was still a giant sign that like, no, oh, like you're fine there, Karen. You're a part of the problem at this point, not the solution. And I do kind of worry about you. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't have the analytics in what state, in what American city. But more often than not, I imagine it's a little harder to be a black woman walking down the street after hours than it is to be, a white woman in the middle of the day on her phone walking the dogs. Both have to go through their struggles, but one is probably far less likely to be, jumped and shit. But where do our ugh brains go as men? As manly men? We go to think that, of course, if you saw this, if you were the person in the van and saw this without any context, here's this, let's be honest here, kind of pretty woman running towards you. I mean, like I said, I don't like the plastic surgery, but she's dolled up to the nines. Rushing towards you, screaming she has to get away. Your ugh brain will kick in. Man must defend, you know? But here's the thing. Fuck Elisa. I don't know the story about this. Maybe he's a cunt. But, like, she was physically attacking him. Why jump a black woman? Where they're taken? For the sexual domination, of course. And maybe to guarantee there's one less black person out there. If you want to go down those dark sort of corridors, I already have some timeshares I can sell you. Like if you want to open up that kind of worms, there's so many monsters out there who run little league teams, and I'm not talking about Christians either. I'm not talking about like fucking the ones with the collars. I'm talking about the guys who go to their sermons on the weekend. Oh, father and such seemed like such a nice guy until, all the stuff was found out on his phone. Yeah, who sent him all the stuff on his phone? Huh? Oh, why are you walking away, motherfucker? Why are you calling your lawyer, motherfucker? Yeah. We're gonna wait. If you want an inquisition, I can bring you a fucking inquisition, but you won't like it because half the conservatives in America will be dead within a year. And about maybe a fifth of so-called liberals too. Not as much as people think, but enough to people go, damn, we need some house cleaning. Yes, you fucking do. That's the problem with umbrella terms. You never know who you're getting under it. But Elisa is totally fine. In the sense that she is apparently completely in control of her streams. Except she's not because she got arrested. So, by that logic, she's not okay. And she needs help. And she needs help in the most simple way possible. Stop fucking streaming every 5 seconds of your life. Oh, but I need money. Bitch, you were on Howard Stern before there were live streams. What did you do before that? Oh, you can play fucking the keyboard guitar? Awesome. That means you know how to play piano and guitar. In theory. If not, big brush. You could do anything else. Hell, you could go on OnlyFans. I'd have more respect for you if you went on OnlyFans. But I think she was on Playboy at one point, wasn't she? Or Hustler? She was in one of the magazines. But and that was back before she did the whole. Ironically, no, before she dolled herself up. I just have no respect for her in this stage because she was a part of the IP2 crowd. Not because I have any personal gripe against IP2. I actually kind of wanted to engage it myself. It's that I've seen nothing but sadness. The only story I ever heard that seemed positive was JJ, and JJ's turned into a fucking cunt. So no matter how many ways I look at it, like it seems that the IP2 crowd was just a horrible failure of a streaming community. You can't say it about Drunken Peasants or The Shit Show or even H3H3. There's been some Jontron. He might have had a lot of things I don't agree with politically, but he seems to have done well successfully. He said, "Remember when you were doing before live streaming? Yeah, do it naked." Hey Lisa, do you know how to make coffee? There you go. Now you're a barista at Starbucks. Oh no, honey, don't worry. No one cares what you do on the QT. Just don't be putting a camera in your face in terms of on YouTube, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the rest of the stream is just what, like her demanding like help and shit like that. Like she got arrested. There's a fucking mugshot and everything. He didn't get him arrested. But I haven't seen the Elisa Jordana apology. Yeah, forgive my lyrics. Here's another person, Omegon there. I can get them on my show. A friend of Girly. I actually don't know. Does anyone have her apology? Physically fights with her boyfriend, yes. I'm looking for the actual apology video. Or at least statement. Is there a statement? Glamorous! Glamorous! Oh, Daily Mail, you lie and lie and lie again. Elisa was not glamorous. Elisa hung her out with people who OD'd in a fucking RV, which was on fire. Alright? Fucking glamorous. Glamorous. Again, like, she's basically alright. It's just, she added all that extra shit that I just don't like. Other people might like it. That, ironically, has a little bit more reality going on to it. She looks like shit. Oh, for God's sake, you don't need to do. She looks alright, but you know, she also looks like she's having a bad time. Of course, she's having a bad time. The whole world got to see what a piece of shit you were for the umpteenth time. Only difference is they paid attention. Everyone's gonna be scraping over her former shit with a fine-tooth comb. From glamour to gulag. That is actually a good headline. Yeah, that's a headline. I like that one. From glamour to gulag. That's a good one. Anyway, I also said we're going to look at some Cobes. And if she didn't make a video talking about it, then let's just get into it.
Facebook, it's your boy King Cobra. Although if you're friends with me personally, you know me as just Josh.
I've noticed one thing. Josh seems to be becoming the more and more common thing now. It was almost used as an insult, but now it seems to be Josh is breaking through to become not the norm, but the standard way of saying to him in certain circles. Like, oh, I hope Josh is doing okay. I hope Josh realizes, or I wonder if Josh, whatever. He was also celebrating that two of his fan Reddits were taken down because it was full of nothing but things that he didn't like screen caps where he'd say no stuff, and people asking if he's gonna get beaten to death by Jessica.
So I got a 2-week ban from posting videos on YouTube because of a video I made roasting my YouTube trolls, which I think is kind of fucking ironic.
No, it isn't. This is the 4th time you've done this. The 4th. I've been keeping count. He's done this numerous times. Why? Because he doesn't realize that words have consequences.
Because a lot of my fans are getting sick and tired of the lameoid trolls making these lame-ass YouTube...
Incel pilled. How do you know? Well, there'll be signs. Lameoid.
Whatever, Reddit pages. They're designed to troll the fuck out of me, and they're sick of it. And like the King Cobra JFS subreddit got banned because people are, like I said, if you follow me on YouTube, you know what's up. And I was just talking mad shit on my trolls earlier because they know I'm right. And they know I'm right, otherwise they wouldn't have mass flagged this video. And what video did they flag? It was...
Why? Why does he say vidya?
Me using the Talking Tom app to roast my trolls. Gonna pack me a little bit of outlaw Lucky Lipper. I'm not gonna quit tobacco by any means, but as far as a tobacco substitute, the stuff with the Nick Safe and the Fat Cut gets the job done. They do come in pouches if you don't want to be messy with it.
Look how round his face has gone. It's not that he's getting fatter. Look at all the looseness on his clothes. It's that his face, his head is getting fatter. It has to be his jaw, right? It has to be the gingivitis, the tooth decay, the whatever the fuck you want to call it. It has to be doing a number on his head, right?
Tastes just like Mountain Dew. Now,
You can still
YouTube
set my,
does
you can
allow
still set
certain
time on
things
my
their
fucking jawline.
but I'm seeing some pretty sexual shit on YouTube, Facebook. I have. I've seen some pretty raunchy shit on YouTube that nobody seems to care.
Nude yoga. Nude yoga shaving.
So, like, I'll give you an example. If YouTube sees Jessica giving me a kiss on one of my videos, my trolls mass flag the video and say it's sexual content, and they give me a strike. Then when the strike's lifted, you know what I'm saying? And Jessica comes back to see me, they manage to get her airplane ticket number and try to cancel the second half of her flight, committing identity fraud to fuck with her.
How is
that doesn't work.
How is that raunchy? I don't understand the raunchy element to that.
And she gets home safely. The next thing that they do is, oh, I know, let's get Cobra kicked out of his apartment. My YouTube trolls have been harassing them.
Yes, all these things are interconnected there, Cobes, but they're not to do with the trolls. They're to do with Jessica. She's the problem. For herself as well as you. Jesus Christ. I think she's live streaming right now. I can guarantee that's money. That is like low odds, by the way. If you go to YouTube right now, scroll down. Is she live streaming? She is. She's the very first one up. Queen Cobra is live in the shower too. Oh, we need to create a bingo. We need to create a bingo. A bingo. And there's Cobes in the chat. Mm. Mm-hmm.
They're just tater tot rounds, Alien. You know, the little not the like tube, not the little tubey ones, but like the, you know, the little circle ones.
Come on. Acknowledge it.
Joshy, I got my bone.
Did she ever bong in the shower?
And oops, where is it? I don't know if I've ever had
What should I ask? What should I ask? Yeah.
What is a snow crab? Is that the one Josh got? A chicken volcano burrito? I don't. I stay away from like super hot stuff.
And Mango would love to.
I look pretty cute today, but like I said, when I feel really cute or pretty, I can't even take pictures because they will not look anything like. And I'm like, oh my god! It's like I know I'm not seeing things. It's like I know I like how I look in the mirror today.
He's smoking. I don't know.
I mean, I did take one picture today. I put it on Instagram, but that's taking a picture in the mirror, taking it the other way. Like,
oh, where am I?
I cannot
where am I?
because it doesn't.
No.
It's like ew. No, I thought I looked pretty good today when I woke up. Like better than yesterday. Oh no, your throat swelled up. That sucks. Yeah, I love crab.
Looks like I've been blocked.
Lobster. I haven't had that since I was little, so I don't know. I don't think I like it though, but I honestly don't know.
That's fair. Oh well. Womp womp. It looks like I'm being blocked. Does she still smell like Wendy's? She always fucking smells like Wendy's. Because Wendy's is positive. Because Cobes has a positive feedback in food. Thing is, I do too. But get this. Shock of shock. I don't think of my girl equating to a fine cheddar. When I am deep balling, when I'm literally saying hello to her anus with my balls as I'm so far deep into it. You gotta ponder that orb for a little bit. I don't think, wow, this reminds me of a fine red cheddar. But Cobes has fucked Wendy's. No one's ever really thought about it like this. The only reason he thinks that she smells like Wendy's is because he thinks that food equates to good, which it is. But because he's been so alone, food equates to the only good he ever had for 6 years. Now, at a certain point, as if the thought never entered his mind. And it was technically 8 years there, Cobes, not 6. So, let's face the fact. Cobes not only ate all his Wendy's, he also fucked his Wendy's. Now, before you say that's headcanon, this motherfucker is my SCP, alright? I'm not as well of a good. I'm not as. I'm just not as good as a writer as I used to be, or maybe I was ever as good of a writer as I used to be. But if I would have been born a few years later, if I'd have gotten into the online writing experience a few years later, it wouldn't have been role play shit. It would have been SCP. Well, I'd have created Copes.
Apartment I live in nonstop for the last 6 years.
Autistic maybe.
And that doesn't work. And my fans are like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of watching Josh go through this crap. He doesn't deserve it. No human being deserves this unless you're an inhuman piece of shit, which I'm not. I'm a decent guy. I'm a little eccentric, yes, but
no.
I digress.
What?
And then the King Cobra JFS subreddit gets shut down, and the trolls lose their fucking shit. Because as I said on my YouTube channel, the King Cobra.
Every response to that I saw, but not one. I thought he'd flex over this, but it was technically 2. Was just the following. Aw, the Reddit was taken down. Anyway.
JFS main subreddit started off as a troll subreddit, which attracted more trolls, and these trolls were worse than the trolls on the main subreddit. And they're like, and then they want to act like they have morals. That's fucking hilarious. But then the worst trolls got banned, so they banned together the worst trolls to create even more disgusting subreddits than the King Cobra JFS one, which got banned. And the main one got banned, and that's why they're all scared shitless, and they've made all the other King Cobra ones that didn't get banned privated. And they're mad as hell that their main troll.
Remember, this is more of a win to him than him breaking his dry spell with someone who will probably end up murdering him.
Whole subreddit got banned. And I don't go out of my way to fucking harass my trolls or try to get them kicked out.
Too fast. I did. I won't deny it. I wore myself too much on my sleeve. You see, I'm not the sort of person to kind of lie about that sort of shit. I was like, oh no, really? Okay. And eventually they would come to a point where I'm like, oh, but you see, you did say those things. And everyone else in the chat is like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Well, they all know she's lying through her teeth. Well, they're lying through their teeth. And I'm like, no, she said those things. And he's like, no, go away, troll. And then I get thrown out into the void. And I'm like, oh, all right. I didn't know I wasn't fucking banned. I was banned, or at least blocked. He also has a way of getting you unblocked. Why the fuck would I do that? My greatest achievement with her was her telling me that she thinks that her cat hates her because the cat has like dementia or some shit like that. And it might be better to put it down because it doesn't always listen to her. Yeah, the cat is the one with the mental problems. Sure, yeah. But never forget, there will be people to the end of their days, not ours, that will go, oh, Jessica's just misunderstood. No, she's fucking not. Perhaps it gets a little bit too close to you. Is it your sister, your mother, your father? Ooh. Oh no! Why are those people in white coats coming to grab me and drag me off, kicking and screaming to this padded cell? Because maybe you burned it. And maybe it'd be better for society if you went there.
Apartments they live in, or scare off chicks that they're talking to, because I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'd rather make my wine and make my wands. And just do my thing. So it's not enough that the trolls got to get me kicked out of my apartment with the nonstop harassment. They're trying to break me and Jessica, which is bullshit. And then on top of that, they see one of the Talking Tom videos that I've made roasting these assholes who've bullied me nonstop for 10 plus years. And they flag it for sexual content and or nudity. And what does YouTube do? YouTube gave me a 2-week strike because of a Talking Tom video. You know the app I'm talking about?
Yeah, stop being alarmed.
I just think it's fucking funny how, and then this is the thing of it. My trolls are going to bitch because they go 2 weeks without content. They're going to throw a huge fucking fit and go, well, it's not fair.
They aren't the one making a 12-minute video. Actually, in all fairness, this is a an edit thanks to the amazing Bogdan Chronicles. So remember, this would have been so much longer and so much more abstract and rambling.
It's not fair. We don't have anything to make fun of Cobra for 2 weeks. And you think that fucking irks you?
My
YouTube fans are not going to be too happy that I got to go 2 weeks without posting videos because it's not enough. You got to harass my girlfriend. You got to get me kicked out of my apartment. And then when your little subreddit page gets taken down, you throw a little bitch fit, and then, oh, so to get even, you fucking mass flag my YouTube channel, and that Talking Tom video gets flagged for sexual content. I rule my troll stats fucking lives, dude. Holy shit. My YouTube fans are sending me screenshots of these fuckers freaking out on social media because they're not getting their way. Wham.
Josh, I don't think you understand how this works. If you did, you could monetize the living shit out of it. But you're suspended. And I am about, once you're finished. Actually, no, you're finished now. I get to choose when you come and go. Not you. Because you're a person on the screen. You're not a real person. But prawn cocktail and bagels. Not bad. Prawn cocktail Pringles. Which in America apparently aren't that old common. Alright. Your job now is to turn this otherwise bland mid-tier food into most likely shit. You can't do anything about it because you're suspended. And if I get any money or any views at any point, including a like, congratulations. I've used you for clout content, and there's nothing you can ever do about it. That's how the internet works there, buddy. Like, you saw this tonight. Elisa Jordana took the stream down. But we saw the part that she wanted it to be taken down. We saw the whole punching and pulling shit. Like, I can bring up shit from 10, 20, 30 years ago if I want to. Yeah, 30. 1990s? Hell yeah, internet will provide. Here. It's easy as an example. Here is something that Darkside Phil doesn't want me to show, but here it is. Here it is. And it's a completion. It's completion. If you're going to put it online, you have to deal with the consequences that it will always be online. That's his coming face, is it? That's his old face? The only time I've ever rushed off to fuck like that is when I've literally fucked. Like, I had somebody to end a stream with and then go over and rail. Otherwise, it's porn. It comes and goes at your own fucking time. The second he ended this shit, he's like, well. I think Rich from Review Tech putting his mug on was probably the best. The fighting. The cat app shit? Yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh, I hope that my trolls Roblox themselves, but he didn't say the term Roblox. That's what the gist was. Vinegar strokes. Yeah. The bit.
What is up, everyone?
Like, there's been far less embarrassing moments like that. Oh yeah, a lot of people who don't like Channel Awesome have been posting this around. Especially Change the Channel. I'm at a kind of a problem in that regard because I really do like Clint. Not Clint. I like Clint too. He's nice. It's a shame about his son. But Doug, I can't say I like everything Doug does, but oddly enough, tomorrow this will be golden. I love Channel Awesome shit when I'm hungover. It's so much fun. But some people are like, oh, well, how ironic that he's posting this shit. Yeah, well, that's Channel Awesome shit. And, you know, you want to have a wider conversation, that's fine. But if you want me to honestly look at this shit as it is and be like, is it good or bad? It's good. Not great. But there's a reason why he's still going on to this day. Right, so Cobes.
Well, what the fuck does it do?
What the fuck does it do? What the fuck does it do, Tubes? What the fuck does it do? Does it do anything? This is what the gist was.
What it doesn't do. Check this out.
He had the right image of it. Oh my god! I just realized it. Look. This is how you stream. And then he actively took the effort to make it crap.
Well, what the fuck does it do? What to do? What it doesn't do? We got a burger from McDonald's. And it's a McDouble with cheese, pickles, and mayonnaise. And that's it. No ketchup. Pretty straightforward.
Not terrible, right? It's got like the Wonder Bread. I always see the original Angry Gamer. I see him as sort of like cave drawings in the ones in France and Spain, like the default, the start. Without them, I wouldn't exist in my current form, if at all. A lot we take for granted wouldn't exist. Space King? Oh, there wouldn't be no Space King. Fucking a Rooster Teeth, good or bad, doesn't matter. The point is, they wouldn't have existed. The game reviewers, they would have existed. I would agree, but it wouldn't have like the Let's Players. They wouldn't have been quite as prevalent, I imagine. We owe a lot to people like Doug, Are you gonna say it's like your greatest stuff of all time? I'm sure there's some people out there who peaked. That's fine. We all gotta find what we like and love it. Just, my mind kept on wandering. Hell, I wouldn't have found TJ without that.
We're gonna add some ingredients to it, I'm thinking. Let's move these delicious lobster biscuits out of the way for a second. One of my YouTube fans sent me this, and it was a bag full of Mickey D's, and sometimes when I get those, so we got a double, no ketchup, add mayonnaise.
There's only one Doug Walker out there, and he has, and perhaps even in the future will do, a lot of stuff that will be uniquely good to him. But other people do what he has done better, or at least in a different way that attracted more people for that particular angle. Case in point, the most obvious one, Lindsay Ellis. The whole premise of Lindsay Ellis was that she was the original female doppelganger of Doug. He brings in more money each year than he ever will. Because she's no longer a nostalgia chick. She hasn't been nostalgia chick for a very, very long time. Alison Pregler, Pushing Up Roses, fucking Kyle Colgreen, even though the motherfucker hates me. Oh no! Oh no! Watch out! I hate to say it, but that fucker actively tried to LARP as Antifa for a little bit, in the truest, worst stereotype of it. Like, I don't know where you live and all that shit. Fuck off! Die of a heart attack, you fail son. Or become the Steve Shives of the Channel Awesome group. Beyond him, you got people like, say, Brad Jones, a far superior version in many respects. Still my favorite creator. Period. Online, if you produce something, it's going to be Brad. I compare you to Brad Jones in thousands of different ways. That's a cinema snob if the name doesn't ring a bell to some of you. Hell, like a lot of the gaming channels that led me to the gaming channels I still watch to this day. Like I said, Pushing Up Roses was one of them. even though she did movie stuff back in the day. LGR be another one. That's how I found out about Co-optional Podcast. Through it, by the way, I between that, I found out between Yahtzee and oh god, what's the other one? Oh, Total Biscuit. Total Biscuit. Who unfortunately has passed now. Point is, people like Doug were a gateway for me. Not just me to end up being on this side of the camera, but to be, just expand my views. I wouldn't watch as many history channels as I do. I wouldn't watch as many cooking channels. I wasn't really that big into cooking before I started getting into YouTube. Now I'm gonna say at least takes up a fifth of my viewing time. On and offline. I like those renovation channels. I like those like I've been actually oddly enough really big into the history of like corporations. How does a corporation start? I watched Pointless Hub earlier today and it was like the history of like corporate logos. I owe all that shit to people like Angry Video Game Nerd, Cinema Snob, Angry Joe, which is still floating around. I don't care. And of course, Spoonie, which used to bring me to tears, some of his skits. I'm going to say it now. When he pretends to be Unit, he's got some really nice legs. Jesus Christ, did he shave his legs? I wonder if he shaved his legs for that straight. Because he wears the booty shorts that she has an X2. And I'm just there like, dude, do you have no hairs? Like what? Why is it so smooth? Me like this, so Brett Keane innovated YouTube. In a way, no fucking joke, he fucking did. Because in the time before time, cavemen fighting each other over scraps of nothing, because you didn't even clout. That was it. Clout and view time. What I'm doing right now was that. That's all you wanted and needed. It's the famous South Park episode with the hypothetical dollars. Money was right on the cusp for a lot of them. Hell, I made tonight, so far, just by getting drunk, €10. Hopefully I'll make a little bit more. If not, back in those days, that was insane. You couldn't make money back then. The closest thing you'd have is betting each other. Like you'd make a dare. I bet you $20 that you won't lick your own foot with no hand support. And then somebody films from their college dorm, like getting into the right position to get their toe just right, their foot just right, and go, ugh. And then they send it probably by snail mail or Western Express in a telegram. Like that was the internet of when I showed up. Hell, no, it wasn't. That was well established. Like I can go back even further. I'm old dial-up, like I'm 90s. But that was the most people used to make. And then everything changed. And now we are not only in the post era, we are in the post era. We actually don't have words for it yet. Most likely when we're alive, we won't have terms for the era we're in now. Other people will, maybe a century or two from now, slap a name on what we are. Whatever that is not up to us. It is up to them to consider had we earned it. And all I'm thinking of is, I hope it's a positive. Because the Renaissance is fucking dope. The Dark Ages suck. I would prefer to be in the Renaissance than the Dark Ages, but more likely we'll be in the Industrial Revolution, which has tons of information about it, but there's a lot of bad things that happened in the Industrial Revolution. Tons of positives too. For example, this conversation and me biting into these Pringles. I owe the cotton gin to this. No matter how obscure.
That's what it says on a little slip from Mickey D's.
And so does he.
Yeah, my wicked food hack this.
So does he.
They also sent a bunch of like chicken McNuggets, which I snacked on, and so did Jessica. And of course, you can order bacon on the side. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yes.
No. I counter and they say no.
It's all good though. Okay, so we're gonna add.
Ancient Romans would die from the amount of sugar and food that we eat.
We got some sliced medium cheddar to make it better.
Okay, counter argument. Say it like a Kennedy, please.
Put the slice of that on there. We're gonna take all that bacon and pile it up on top of our sandwich. You can order bacon on the side from Mickey D's.
Why?
I'm still putting a little bacon on there for you.
Alright. Let's break down his burger. It is a bun, burger. Not a good burger either. It's the super thin McDonald's burger, right? So we're talking about a sliver of beef meat. And then basically a toupee of bacon, which is not the first time in my life I've said the term toupee of bacon. And it's also not the first time in my life that I've made aware of it and said what I just said there about the toupee of bacon. Toupee of... Okay, there's my next... I've been looking for my next Discord name. Toupee of bacon. There we go. Toupee of bacon.
So let's still tear some chunks off of that cheese.
Yeah. I wonder,
cheese.
what do you think matters to him more? Sex
Nice. Medium,
after the years
whatever.
of not having sex,
Then I want to take 2
or
of those
food?
chicken McNuggets. I'll stick it on there.
Because you never starve. You never want like days, weeks without food.
A McDonald's food hack. What? The
What?
fans were sending me like some goodies from the fast food restaurants. So I was like, fuck it, let's do a fucking food hack. It's looking oddly unhealthy.
Acknowledge it.
I want that cheese to melt on top, so I want to add some more chunks.
It looks like a background asset for a PS1 game. How do you know that they were eating burgers?
On top of our McNuggets. Is this excessively unhealthy? Yes. But that's why it's tasty.
All right. That statement alone says so much about this man when you think about it. Like, yeah, it's incredibly unhealthy, but it's tasty. Okay. Have you ever thought of checking into food that is healthy and tasty? In his mind, he doesn't really ponder that. Or maybe, how about food that is unhealthy and tasty, but not all clumped together in a big bowl? If you ever saw the Omega Mart protein bowl, which is just a giant mac and cheese bowl, it was like supported by Clint. No, it was like Dave. Dave will come to you. It's true. It's Dave. Like stuff like that.
You won't need all this cheese, just enough to stack it on top of our McNuggets. I'll try a slice of this though. That's some good cheese. Us crackers like our cheese.
I'm sorry. Did you just imply that white people like their cheese? Because the answer is correct. Yes, you are 100% right. We do like our cheese.
1 second.
Now, if you had a black guy in there and you brought out some watermelon and fried chicken, very interesting to see what he would have to say. Us crackers like this fried watermelon and not melon and water chicken. I was like, dude, just fucking say it. It's more embarrassing you doing it this way. Man. Remember, he uploaded this raw. This is on his channel. Edit. The next spamming episode, you keep shit like this in mind.
To the plate.
I'm just gonna go and grab.
All this excessive bacon.
Excessive bacon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
Squish that down a little bit. Give it some balancing points.
excessive bacon implies the concept of no. Sorry. Excessive bacon suggests the concept of inferior bacon. Is one slice inferior? When? How? What's the ratio? What's the context? We need a graph, Cobes. Make us a graph of bacon. Baconomics 101. New York Times bestseller.
Now to our top bun, we're going to add some of our ranch packet.
I hate to say it, but this isn't terrible. Ever see it? I wouldn't drink more than, say, 2. Oh! It's actually not bad. It's got a kick to it. All right.
And then we're going to add our sweet and sour.
Sour. Do we have to?
People were sending all this food to me earlier. They're like, you want to eat this and make a food hack out of it? And I'm like, well, I'll see what I can do.
Well, we can see what a lot of... Oh, God, he just drinks half of it. Forget half, 3/4. Please, Cove. Remember, you have bowel. Imagine his movements. His movements must make Papa Nurgle proud.
It's got bacon and chicken nuggets all on top of that. Take a little chunk off the side there. Yeah, this is going to be a interesting burger for sure.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's not a loaded term. Oh, it's definitely a loaded term.
Get that cheese melted. The sauce may melt on top of the bun, but that's what's going to make it a sloppy, delicious mess.
No, that's not what's going to do that in the slightest. Sorry there, Cobes. It's almost as if that's not what's going to happen in the real world. Please stop, Cobes. Please. We're banging on the door for a reason, Cobes. These people in coats want to talk to you, Cobes. They will take you to a nice place. Cobes, put down the gun, Cobes. Cobes, aim for his leg. Cobes, look at us, open fire.
Do it 1 minute bursts, YouTube. I don't want the sauce to get all over the plate, but just enough to like melt that cheese all over all over that goddamn bacon. Another piece came off. Oh, gonna eat it. Can't stop me.
All right. Today I ate sausages in a bun. And when I woke up, I ate these Pringles, bagel, a little bit of cheese, and some terrible luncheon meat in another bagel. Why do I have a feeling I'm eating healthier than Cobes is? You know what the microwave's good for? Many things. Is it good for this? Well, this shouldn't exist. What do you think, chat? Eat it? Also, why is it like 90% done, but it's still half an hour in? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sauce is melting to the top, bun.
Oh my god, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Oh no! Oh no, 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 no.
Our microwave situation.
Situation. No! Individual! Individual microwave. Take me away, Cider.
So we've reheated the sandwich for the sake of melting the cheese.
Yes, but good of you. Would not eat anything out of Cobes' apartment. Even if it was like well sealed in a shopping bag, because the second he walks through that apartment door, it is no longer fit for human consumption. On the surface, it looks fine, but we all know better.
We're not done yet.
Of course you're not. We're only a quarter of the way into the video.
Now we're gonna add Cheetos, cheddar jalapeno chips.
Hell no, but let's go for it.
Our bun.
Our bun. He said it almost whimsically. Our bun. Oh, little what? He puts so much dainty time. He looks like fucking Sensei from Dungeon Meshi, telling the orc baby not to touch the hot stove. No.
Food hack video. The fans really seem to dig these. People are gonna talk smack and be like,
"Oh,
Cobra, your food hacks
yeah.
suck." And I'm like, well, that's your fucking opinion. No.
They suck. They suck. They suck. They suck. They suck. At times, you have an interesting idea. Barbecue ribs in a sort of honey glaze. Okay, you're not the first person to ever come up with that. The fact you're using this particular time and this particular place to use these particular ribs in a particular way, that does make it yours. Respect. Now I'm gonna add some fucking Mountain Dew on top of it. Yeah, that's where it becomes suck. You know, like you're talking about like, oh, I've got a tortilla here. It's nice and soft, and now I'm gonna go and add my chili and my lemon drizzle. Okay, good, good, good. And now my fried onions. Okay, good, good. And now I'm gonna pour some Lucraine cheese on top of it. All right, that's good. Now I'm gonna pop it all in the microwave. No, bold, bold, no. And then I'll put some Doritos on top of it. Already bold, and now I'm just feeling like I'm talking to myself. This is straw man Cobes. And now I'm gonna go and put it back in the microwave. Of course you are. Now I'm gonna put some Frank's hot sauce on top of it. Now I'm gonna wrap it in a tortilla and throw it into the fucking oven. And now I'll put more hot sauce and cheese on it. And put a bunch of fucking I can't even finish it. He's so bad at this. It's like he has the tiniest of spark of genius, and then just this weird goblin, this boglin, just comes out and runs away with it, and like smears the wall with feces in its image, and then eventually plops it back down when it's tired and going back to bed. And he's like, "That was my idea." No, it wasn't. It was a different creature. You remain. This other thing defiled your name. You should be angry.
No one's forcing you to watch.
The finesse.
The cheddar jalapeno Cheetos are delicious.
That is the sound of a man who is successful at his task.
I already had mayonnaise on it. I kind of just...
I didn't even think about the mayonnaise. Yeah. No! Please! The world has too much.
Cool off.
You are white enough for all of us, sir.
Is this a bit excessive? The little chunks. Oh, look at that. Fucking cheese pull. Jesus Christ.
No! Because I know what people said about you and Jessica.
Trying to make it look clean.
Sling blade.
I pulled it over the bacon that was sticking out of that lip.
I respect a pig devouring a corpse more than his food.
See, now that just looks good.
That's when you're looking down at your slowly depulsating cock out of Jessica. Yeah, that is, yeah, you like that cheese pull.
Because when you order
and you know why?
you
because
can
you
get
said it on stream.
Bacon on the side.
How's the cheese pull? Joshy, don't tell them how good the cheese pull was.
And I'd say that burger is done.
I'd say that burger would be done,
Let that cool off for a second.
Would you behold, we're not even halfway there yet.
Random. It's crazy.
No, the rest of the video isn't just him eating it, is it? All right, we're gonna watch him eat the burger a bit, and then we're gonna skip ahead to find whatever the fuck these weird puff things are.
Cheesy. It's got Cheetos.
Her yeast on the sheet made the next mead. Joshy.
If it's making your mouth water, hit the like. Subscribe for more food hacks.
This is what food hacks are. Food hacks and delicious. By his logic, me putting those fucking Pringles in with some bagels.
Because they put some like chicken nuggets on this bitch too, and then there's all this bacon and cheese and chips on there.
Yeah, it sounds like over the top and pointless.
Ridiculous, YouTube.
Chicken, well known for its overwhelming flavor.
Enough with the references. We grab our can of beer. Is that empty? Do we need to grab another one? I think we might need to do that. You're looking at this.
All he has to do is make a bunch of chicken nuggets, put it in a bowl or on a plate. He has to make his burger, his cheeseburger, put it on a plate. He wants to pour out a half a bag or a full bag of Doritos, put it into one or two bowls. You want to get your 6-pack of beer? Then leave it in the freezer and pull it out as you need to. It stays nice and fresh. Sit down in front of his TV, turn on Netflix, and watch the latest episodes of Dungeon Meshi. Boom! Bam! Done. Sorted. There's an evening. Is it a gluttonous evening? Of course it is! Is it one of more respect? Yes. Because right now, there are literally dozens of people doing that exact same thing. There are literally dozens of us. Dozens!
This sad attempt at a food hack. Taking a double
The
quarter
Cheetos
pound
twist
drink,
on it, right?
adding all this other
Get
stuff to it or whatever.
Eat the damn orange! I just want to eat the damn thing.
I mean, it's fucking fire. It's pretty good. But
Oh, is it? Is it? Because you say it. You are the propaganda ministry of your own fucking diabetes. Okay? You do not get to say what is and isn't good. That's a fucking quote right there. Oh, I like that. You are your own prop. That reminds me of a quote that Mike Nelson did in between the end of Mystery Science Theater and the birth of Riff Tracks. They did a weird, I don't know how to describe it except for that it was a weird ass sort of like version of Harry Potter. Not Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings called Pippin the Less. And it was absolutely fucking hilarious. It didn't last very long. But there's a line when there's an elf character who's the most like backstabbing, like cowardly motherfucker in the world, right? And someone screams, "You're as noble as a bladder infection." I think it was Bill Portney who screamed. Bill Portney. Bill Corbett. There. Woo! Took a while to spell it right.
.360 of it.
He's the fake news of his own diabetes. That would have been even quicker. Well,
food high action.
yeah. Oh,
Cheese
love it.
bowl on point.
Sure it isn't, but okay. What has that stretchy elasticness? No. It has that nice gooey elastic.
YouTube, this is a really interesting concept.
Interesting isn't good. Let's hear this out. Okay, keep going.
You get the cheesiness, which is good. Then you get the beef. Like, you see that right there, the little Oh, that's the bacon and the cheese coming off the side there.
I can hear the Doritos. At least he let the Doritos be like as raw as possible for it to bite it. Oh, drippy, drippy. Oops.
YouTube, let's give an analysis.
We have to.
Of this burger. It is fucking delicious.
No, it can't be. All right, skipping you on ahead to you're dealing with those puffy puff things. What are the puff things? Puff puff. How is puff doing, by the way, there, Cope? The hairiness of.
Just have to get it over.
Oh, was he Leela from Futurama?
There it is.
And her hairy knuckle. Cobes wouldn't. He'd think that he smells amazing thanks to tactical soap. Remember, guys, shot for donos. I got one right here ready to go. And given, greatly appreciate it. All helps towards the goal.
This is some of my most favoriteest of cheese.
Favoriteest of
Nothing
cheese.
Nothing against the cheese companies that I've tried in the past, but this is a cheese that is horseradish flavored and it's got bacon.
If it has bacon, I like it. You just see ISIS sitting in a bunker somewhere. Allah Akbar! And they all just declare fatwa on him. But it's always done in increasingly more slapdash and like fucking not what do you call it? Like goofy sort of ways of doing it. They have like a bucket over his head full of acid, but Cobes just turns around the last minute and it falls on the guy. Like spy v spy. They're trying to. Cobes just hands him a burger and they hand him a bomb, but somehow it's been switched up. Oh boy, a free burger.
So just all about that right there.
I'm just picturing like their ski mask is turned backwards. Like Donald after it explodes.
Fire up another fireball shot.
Salute. Salute. Yes. Thank you so much there for the $5. Billy Boy Blue. And given, greatly appreciated, never required, always welcome. And I'd be crazy not to bring it up from time to time because, after all, some of you fuckers are crazy enough to actually fun and kind. For this one, I'm going to quote the late, great, but always with us, Bugs Bunny. D. Eat you stinker. Hey, buddy, I think you've had enough carrot juice. I'll tell you when I had enough. Fish oil is garbage. Fish oil is very good in non-food based things. What you need to do, though, is focus on the omega. You can take the omega extract and put it to anything. Ironically enough, some companies take omega extract right out of the fish, and instead of having it with an oily fish, they'll then put it into some corn oils and then slap a $8 or $9 price tag on the side of it and call it fish oil. Bullshit. Just get yourself some motherfucking tuna and drain off the side. But most of that, yeah, if you get brine, most of it is. But if you get spring water, it's fine. It's just water. You'll get all the benefits if you want to have that as an extract. Otherwise, eat some damn fish. If you want some damn benefits of fish, you go to the source and you eat fish. It's not necessarily brain food, but it's not against brain food. It does promote shit. It's like Actimel promotes a healthy gut. Well, it kind of does. But it also, it's not like going to do one of them and you're gonna be like, dude, it's not like Popeye eating his fucking spinach. No, no, no. It's more like it's more abstract than that. But it's good for you. It's like scaling down on your coffee and tea, even the black tea. By not much. You don't need to worry too much about black tea. I mean, for God's sake. But if you're drinking black tea and you're just sipping it, or green tea, even better, um, make sure that you're still drinking like a water bottle's worth of water a day. It's little things. Like, I forget how many people are obsessed with sodas and Cokes. Today, I was getting my breakfast and I looked at like the lineup of like Prime, Monster, Red Bull, Lucozade, Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, all the stuff lined up. And all of it was, I looked at it and went like, nah. I went off and I looked at the coffee and was like, nah. That was it. Like, just, you kind of some people are weaned on it, but then people would look at why am I drinking and say, nah. It's the same premise. And they're right to do it. The healthiest things you can do is eat some fucking lean meats, a lot of veggies, drink water, and exercise. You do that, you're going to live a pretty bland lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. But you're going to live a healthy one. And here's the thing, if you live a bland lifestyle long enough, you've earned a backlog of going on a bit of a bender. Have you ever actually been around somebody who has lived a really healthy lifestyle and then went on a bender? It's kind of a sight to behold because they're not really prepped for it. And you think, oh, their body can handle it a lot more. Actually, it's the reverse. They don't know how to handle being drunk, stoned. I still don't really know. Like, not too long ago, I got a fucking. I mean, like, I did bong hit after bong hit. I'm talking about with the last 3 weeks, and yeah, I was kind of like, what? Where the fuck was I? Nowhere. You just made some weird faces and stood there for a few seconds. Like, I didn't realize at the time that weed isn't that sort of drug, but I've always known that because I've been smoking since I was a teenager. But I haven't spoken enough to build up a tolerance. So every time I don't get virgin lungs, but I do get this sort of a few pulls of a J is nice. I can't go wrong with that. But you know, anything heavier like a bong or a blunt, holy fuck. Ugh. Next thing I know, it's 4 hours later, and I'm like, oh, did we have conversations? I did not remember. Omega 3, son. Yeah, like, but here's the thing. Why are you such a pussy? Just eat some fucking tuna. But what I do, I fucking love this. I think I've shown this on stream before. All right. I want to save a shit ton of money, have actual nice meals, blah, 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 all the good stuff. This. Stuff like this. And this. Look how much, look how little a tin is. €1, right? That and a box of 4 bags of white rice is about another €1, right? €8 can get you close to a week's worth of dinners because you don't even need to add spices. You can, of course, especially if they're powders. If there's powders, there's no real calories involved. The sauces are the problem. That's where a lot of people always forget. But this shit comes with its own sauce, so you throw it in, so it's not a big deal. I mean, look, half of it is 114, so 200 and something, right? 230 something. Oh no, a bag of rice. Tesco rice. The 4-pack thing that they do, long grain, right? Ooh. Half of, I hate how they do that. Half of a bag. So what, like 6 to 8? Okay, so you're eating what, like 6 to 800 calories? Awesome. Guess what? It tastes fucking delicious. And you don't feel bloated. You feel full. And it costs you what? Like less than a 4-pack of beer in some places? There you go. There you fucking go. It's not that hard to eat healthy, but if you want to go pure vegan or vegetarian, beans. I have the Growers Harvest black beans in there. 25 cents a can. So for €1. You get 4 of them, a box of rice, and there you go. Mix it up. Then that's when you need your spices because I've seen so many guys who focus on their muscles who are terrified of gaining a shred of fat that they will not add even like black pepper to it. Bullshit. Like just throw in a little bit of chili powder, or if you want garlic, do that. Hell, if you're going to go that level of extreme, you probably earned even a little bit of butter if you really want to. The choice is yours. I personally liked sriracha. I hear that the sriracha is also really it's really guilt-free in that regard. But if you want to go down that path, like that's my breakfast. Not my breakfast, my dinner. For my breakfast, I tend to just have oatmeal with a hint of brown sugar. And I mean literally one of those like hotel or cafe satchels that you pick up, the little brown ones. Pour it in, mix it up, done, dusted. Cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I tend to have both if I'm about to hop on the treadmill, and then off I go. There's my day. Am I getting every nutrient I need? No, that's why I have Wednesday and special occasions off. Like tonight, I'm going absolutely ballistic by my standards. By most American standards, I'm not eating fucking oceans of donuts. I'm not going on a pizza larger than my face. Because I gotta live tomorrow. Besides which, I got a fucking date on the weekend. I'm gonna enjoy myself on that. I've got I also did have a fucking birthday to go to, but sadly the birthday boy is currently held up in hospital right now. Hope they're doing okay.
We'll have to save half of that for later, folks. But I got 3 pieces ready to go. And with those 3 pieces, we're going to have to add a special ingredients.
They look like...
We got some actual horseradish.
Actual?
I believe it's from the same company that makes the cheese. Hold up, let me check that.
An actual, factual horseradish.
The same company that makes the bacon horseradish cheese also makes a delicious, creamy, spicy horseradish. So how do you like that, folks? The company that makes this delicious bacon horseradish cheese also makes a hot and chunky horseradish sauce. Deli compliments. So we're going to squeeze a little dab onto each piece.
Do it. Do a dab, Cobes. See how much of a... No, you don't hide that shit. You own it. Come on. Dab. That was the dab. Okay. Wait. No! No, I thought there was more to this. He's just eating pieces of cheese with a bit of horseradish on it now. I have a saltine, and I'm gonna pour this single Oreo on top of it. That's a food hack, Tubes.
That's really good. Holy shit, that's hot. It's just hot enough to wake the sinuses a bit.
I imagine his idea of a salad would be something like a French fry with a grape placed on top of it.
Oh, that's delicious.
Technically, there's no meat involved.
YouTube, look at that snackage.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, man.
That's a snackage, is it? I once sat in a ready room. Not like Star Trek, but it was like a military ready room that's... I don't know how to describe it. It was an English thing. It was in the UK. And they brought out a set of a tray of numerous cheeses, grapes, and wines. Actually, it was technically cheeses, berries, and wine. The wines all appeared in snifters, but you could have the entire tray of snifter if you wanted. Me and my ma, who I was with, just kind of went to town on the cheeses and the cheeses and the crackers. The crackers came in like I think there was 8 different types of them. There was one that was so bad for my gums. I was like tasting it in my gums for like a week after the amount of times I brushed. But yeah, it was trash. It was trash because all you need is a clump of cheese and basically a dash of relish. And there you go. There you go. We paid 85 baht.
Horseradish cheese with actual bacon and horseradish. Huh.
I'm probably wrapping it up after this. Not that I'm I'm not like tired and I want to go to bed. I just want to. Basically, I want to do my own thing.
Horseradish. This is delightful. The horseradish cheese, I've tried it without actually squirting it on there.
But
the cheese itself has a very spicy kick. Little snack. I want to pop this little tiny one right here.
Oh my God! Stop it! Yeah, Jared. Let's check him out. Is it still Jared Juggernaut? It is. Okay. More the gamer bullshit. So there. All right. So if you don't know who this is a pedophile. He's outright stated it on numerous other cases. He's actually not ashamed of it. The real question is, no, I don't want to end my night with this fucker. No, he's a pedophile. I hope he just doesn't wake up tomorrow. Like it's just like there's a blood clot or something. It really doesn't matter. Getting worse. Really? Philip's talking about Elisa. Holy shit. Alright. That's something I'll watch on my own time. He would copyright the living shit out of me if I were to try to watch him. Was that? Okay, cool. So, let's watch something positive before we leave. See what we got here. This. What's this? Oh, yeah. Let's watch a snake.
আমার দেখেই তো খুব ভয় লাগছে কি একটা জ্যান্ত সাপ তাও কানের ভিতরে ঢুকে গেছে একটি মহিলা সাবস্ক্রাইব করবেন এটা আপনাদের কাছে অনুরোধ দেখতে পাচ্ছেন সাপটাও অলরেডি হাত হচ্ছে ও মাই গড ডুবে যায় তাহলে কি হতে পারে কানটা পরিষ্কার করে নিচ্ছে ও মাই গড আমার তো দেখে অনেক অনেক ভয় করছে বন্ধুরা আপনারা একটিবার ভাবুন যে
If you're curious, they don't actually take it out during the video. I don't see the point of the clip. Alright, let's end it up with a song, shall we?
I still haven't found Puff yet. I'm looking for him. No, I don't wear diapers, to be quite honest with you. I actually free ball. Like, I pretty much like free ball, like 95 to 100% of the time. Free ball. Like, I pretty much like free ball because it feels so nice. You know what I'm saying? If I actually free ball, like, I pretty much like free ball, like 95 to 100% of the time. Free ball. Like, I pretty much like free ball because it feels so nice. No, I don't wear diapers, to be quite honest with you. I don't wear underwear unless it's cold outside. I only wear underwear, to be quite honest, to keep my balls warm. Like, I don't wear underwear, therefore, I don't wear diapers. No, I don't wear diapers, dude. Okay, you know what? To be quite honest with you, I actually free ball. Like, I pretty much like free ball, like 95 to 100% of the time. Free ball. Like,
what I don't get is why aren't they using the clip from free balling from Metopolis? You know, like it.
Pretty much like free ball because it feels so nice. You know what I'm saying? I actually free ball. Like, I pretty much like free ball, like 95 to 100% of the time. Free ball. Like, I pretty much like free ball because it feels so nice.
The joke is free balling, but like he doesn't free ball because he has underwear. But here's the beauty of it. I've met people who claim to have free balled for years after I met them, and they didn't smell. Other people had a unique smell to them, and they tell me they free balled. And I'm like, oh, that explains the smell. I imagine Cobes' smell is overwhelmed by what he drinks and eats. But there is some free balling going. Anyway, I actually want to wrap this up here. I know, what, Lev, you've only just begun. Actually, no, I haven't. I did everything I said I wanted to do. I want to enjoy myself, okay? I want to actually get drunk on my own time, in my own way, in my own place. Which I can do everything by turning the camera off. And if you're wondering, it's mostly my own vibes. So, what can I do to make it up for you? Well, like I said, tomorrow you're getting a video. The video is already here on my computer, I just need to edit it. What I don't drink today, I can, in theory, drink tomorrow. So, yay. Now, I did have my day out on Friday, but she asked to push it to Saturday due to the horrific weather and also due to just being able to reach me and not. So Friday is the night of the watch party. Saturday is not a good day. My advice to anyone who wants to join us on the watch party, coming in on Friday, over on Twitch, go and subscribe or resubscribe if you have not. I've had to drop somebody because they were not subscribed. I'm sorry, but it's not fair to everyone. You get it free and they're paying. The only paywall we have. Make sure if you're not subscribed, if you are subscribed, then you're renewed. And other than that, see you guys here, I guess, on Sunday? For oh, I wanted this gum. Now I have this gum. It's good. It's blueberry. The superior gum. But if you want the podcast, that is this. Hey, Skilled. I'm literally just wrapping it up here. I could keep going, but I just want to enjoy my own time in my own place. So, yeah. I'll see you guys on Sunday for Bearded Ramblings. Burnt Toast will be joining us, and the first time in a long while. Actually, we haven't seen both of them in a long while, so it'd be cool to catch you up. Burnt Toast and Luca. Luca will be back. So that'll be pretty good. Other than that, yeah, told you what you need to do. Links in the description. A fantastic time. And remember, IRL streaming does not negate your ability to do what I'm about to do. end the fucking...
She's the shampoo witch! The shampoo witch!
Thank you, Boxer Wing 1970. A very interesting way of ending the night. If you're curious about the next time you'll see something here, it, in theory, should be Sunday. Check out the links down the doobly-doo, and I will see you then soon. Well, I'll see you elsewhere soon. Until then, keep alive and